Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of Genshin Impact. So in this very quick video, I'm gonna show you guys my personal and the best strategy in my opinion to just go through the new event, the Mechanicus, like the tower defense game, pretty easily. So I'm gonna show you here as example stage 6. Now the only requisite for this like strategy to work is that you need to be at least level 4. So the level that you see right here, you have to be level 4 because that is going to allow you to be able to have your towers, all the towers unlocked. So you can place Arcanum, you can place Charity, and you can place all the other towers. So let's go here into this level, stage 6, and I'm going to just show you the two different strategies that you can use. Now, which one you're going to use depends on, first of all, which element is banned. So which like fortunes you will not receive, and depending which enemies are gonna come out. So you can see that in this case it's water and anemo that don't get the fortunes. So I'm gonna show you in this case the strategy with Pyro and Electro. So first thing is you're gonna place Charity. Charity decreases the movement speed and also increases the amount of points you get from all the enemies that are defeated in this range. So you're gonna place it pretty close to the portal, or anyway you wanna place it in front of your towers. Alright, so you can see here it's in front. Then when you see these X-shape kind of things on the ground, that's where you're always gonna place in the very center Arcanum. Remember, Arcanum increases the attack of all the towers around it. So by placing it around it, you can buff up to 4 towers. And then in this case, because I'm going with Pyro and Electro, I'm gonna build Electro and Pyro. These are the towers that are gonna attack from the front. And then on the other part, right here, I'm gonna place the exact same towers, but in the other order. So behind the Electro tower, I'm gonna place a Pyro one. And behind the Pyro one, I'm gonna place an Electro one. So you can see here, they are actually opposite. If you could trace a line between the Arcanum and the towers, you can see that they're connected. And this is the best shape how you can place them. Here I'm gonna place in this case again an Arcanum right here. Here in the front it's gonna be Electro. Here Pyro, Pyro, and on the other side right here is gonna be again Electro. Alright. So you can see that most of the towers are buffed by Arcanum. Only this one is not being buffed, I think, of the offensive ones. And yeah, so what happens is that when you start, you can see here the enemies are gonna already be slowed by Charity. And because the towers have some pretty decent range, they are gonna already damage and destroy the enemies just like that. So that's why you are always gonna place Charity away from your towers, because in that way you can actually exploit the slow right away and also the extra points. And the same in this case is happening in this right side. Actually, some enemies I'm pretty sure that are being destroyed outside the range of it. So yeah, it's not the best, but anyway. I'm gonna place here another Electro, alright? And then normally I just recommend to always save one spot here to just place a defensive one. So for example, a mine, or another like Charity if you're gonna slow again enemies, or binding or banishment. In this case, I just like banishment, so I'm gonna just place it. It's gonna create this very nice shield. It's gonna just bounce off one enemy once, and then it's gonna just recharge after a couple of seconds. And then after you place all the towers that you can place, that's when you're gonna start picking up the fortunes. Now the fortunes, you have to pick them in this order. First of all, the towers, so the elemental fortunes, so the ones that are gonna increase either Pyro or Electro stats. And then if you don't have any of those, or you have other elements, you can choose between upgrading the Arcanum, upgrading Banishment, or upgrading the Slow. So those are the 3 things I just think that's just best to remember. And remember that another thing, whenever you have these 1500 fortunes, always pick them, because they're gonna make your towers much stronger. And yeah, let's just start here the next wave. I want to just do it pretty quickly. Don't lose, like these mystic sticks sometimes are going to be good, sometimes they're going to be bad. And depending on the level, depending on the point of the game, you might wanna get them or not. Another thing, avoid always the fickle ones. So always avoid the violet fortunes, where they cost less, but they're gonna have a negative effect. Always just avoid them, redraw, and get another thing. The most important stats are attack speed, and range. So those are the three things you're gonna get. If you don't have those three things, then just pick like mastery or pick other stuff. And then remember always the passive. If you have another like passive, like rings passive, or like an extra attack, or an extra chain lightning, stuff like that, that's of course what you're gonna get. And just to keep on choosing the fortunes for your elements. That's just pretty much it. For example, here I could also pick one for banishment, but there is a 1500 one for the electro that is up, so I'm gonna just pick it. And you can see here I have a ton of points and not even spending them very quick, and you can see that I'm just destroying the enemies very easily. Of course, if you're not very ahead in terms of level, you might not find it that easy. But yeah, still, this combo it's one of the best ones in the game. So for this specific, like how this game works. Now see here, I can increase the range of the slow, and this is a very important point, that whenever you can get it without sacrificing, getting more damage for your towers, it's just the best one. So I'm gonna get, in this case, see, this is the basic attack can hit multiple enemies. It increases the area of impact, so that's when you wanna just go for more attack, because the area you already can damage multiple enemies is if they're very close. Also, this one is very strong. You can see every 3 fortune that you have, you increase the attack of all your towers. So of course you're gonna get a ton of these fortunes, so always go for that one. Electro charge, yeah, let's go with this one. I'm gonna just pick some here. Arcanum, more range. So in that way, now I should be able to buff all the towers. Even this Electro right here. Right? Yeah. And then that Electro right there. Perfect. So now all the towers have more attack. And yeah, that's of course nice. This one also very strong. It increases the slow by charity. So of course that's a must. That's something you're always gonna have. And here range, very nice. Or the rings, let's see. I'm actually gonna choose the rings because it's a new passive for the electro towers, so I guess it's just better. And this is the last wave, right? Yeah, it's the last round. So I can increase the range here of the slow even more. And I can get another 1500 fortune for the pyro tower. Good. One more attack for Arcanum. And mastery now from Arcanum. And now also this one for the electro tower. And yeah, this is all the points I have. I don't have any more points, and this should be enough for these bosses. You're gonna see how these last enemies, like the combo between these towers, the combo with overload just deals a ton of damage. Like look at this enemy over here, look at the HP, look at that. And then the insane slow is just so good that yeah, this is my favorite combo. And you might have some enemies leaking, especially in the early rounds. If they're very quick and you haven't been lucky with your fortunes, and you haven't been able to increase much your pyro or your electro towers, that might be the only case where the enemies can go through your defenses. But other than that, you should have a pretty easy time. And that's it. You can see that's already the challenge completed. And I got, in this case, 510 points. And yeah, these points are needed to level up to get the higher mastery, so it's not super important having like the maximum points always unlocked. And that's one strategy. Now here in the same video I'm gonna show you actually another strategy. Let's hope that now the stages are gonna have different elements that are gonna be banned. So let's see in this case which elements are banned. Yeah, it's gonna be Anemo and Crackshot, so that's perfect. So I can show you now the freezing combo. So you're gonna do the same in terms of Arcanum and Charity. It's always the same. So Charity at the front, right here, to slow one side and to slow the other one. If you're playing on other levels, the other levels design might be different. Just remember to place them in front of your towers. And then you're gonna go with water, right? So Hydro towers are best if you place them in the center. So if you place them exactly where enemies are gonna go past. Because unfortunately, water towers do not have really a lot of range. So you cannot really attack the enemies far away. So that's the only like bad thing. That's why I prefer the other strategy. I think the other one is slightly stronger. Because like towers have more range. So have more capability of doing damage. Instead, like water towers, until you unlock some fortunes, they have very limited range. So yeah, for that reason, I don't like this strategy. But if you, on some levels, or if there are some type of enemies, this is actually the best strategy to use. So that's why I'm gonna just show it to you. Right, here we go. That's all the points so far. Again, here I'm using the same concept, right? With Arcanum in the center, the towers around it. And another thing I forgot to say before is that you can, if you wanna unlock the achievement where you complete a stage with only 12 towers, you can do it in this stage right here very, very easily. Because it's just, you can see here, it's like I could stop placing towers and I could still be able to defeat most of the enemies. So here I'm gonna place another water. And then here, my defensive one, I might place for this tower, just recommend going with a mine, because in that way, if an enemy can go past and it has like it's wet or a cryo, you with the mine you proc pyro, so you proc melt, so you do more damage. And then let's just get the sticks now. Remember the fortunes, you need to pick now to change the element, so you need to pick either hydro or a cryo. So let's go with this one, more mastery. Yeah, let's start the wave right away. Then here, nope. Okay, 1501 for water, very nice. So let's get this one. And now in this case, I could get again a 1501, but I already got it. And so I'm gonna get the mist bubble. The mist bubble is something that it's worth it. Even if you sacrifice like other fortunes, always get the mystic bubble, because it's the only way where you can gain some range attack with your water towers. Because the bubble is gonna be shot, you're gonna see it here in a moment, and you're gonna be able to damage the enemies a little bit further away. So I think I chose the bubble. Yeah, here we go. That's the bubble. So that's an extra like stun other than the freeze. And now here I'm gonna get also this one, very nice. It's gonna slow down the movement speed of the enemies for the cryo tower. Then let's get this one for Arcanum. Let's increase the slow from the freezing tower. And yeah, let's just re-roll here. More damage, yes. Attack speed, yes. Another mist bubble. In this case, when you get more fortunes from the mystic bubble, I think you just reduce the cooldown, right? So yeah, I'm gonna just get it again. In this case, remember vaporize. I don't have any pyro, so vaporize is pointless. So I'm gonna get more range for the slow tower. And let's just start the wave next. No. More slow. Very good. More range. Avoid all the time the fickle. Arcanum attack, yes. Nope. Oh, a 1500 one for the cryo tower. Let's get this one. Nice. Attack. And yeah, just keep on, as you get more points, you just keep on going. Now here I was almost, an enemy almost got past, But I still have the mine there, so I don't have to really worry. I'm gonna just sit myself here close so that when the mine explodes, I can just build it right away. If it explodes. Let's go again here with the 1500 one for the water tower. So I got 2. So I think I'm gonna get here. Let's see the stats. So 75%. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. No, wait, 125% because I got 2 of this one. Alright. Charity, yes. More slow. The area becomes larger. Ring, or yeah, I'm gonna just go for more AoE for the Hydro Tower. I think it works just much better. The main weakness of like water towers is the fact that they have very small range. So that's why if you can increase it somehow, that's the best. This is the last wave, and I'm gonna get actually this one. Because of all the fortunes that I got, I should increase my attack by the mastery level by a lot. So let's get this one. Let's get this one. Mine also, yeah, I can level up the mine. Yeah, I forgot to that I actually have the mine. More slow. And yeah, let's just start. Let's see how this last wave goes. These are the big enemies that are very fast, but if I just keep on freezing them, it shouldn't be a problem. And also with the slow from the charity. Let's see the slow, how much slow I have, because I think I got it 3 times the fortune, so it should be yeah, the AoE is 50%. The slow is additional 40%, so it's a total of 60% slow. So that's very nice. Alright, let's get this one for cryo, and I think, yeah, these ones are gonna be the last ones because these enemies, like, only 2 more opponents left. So I think it's this one and then the one that just came out. And that's gonna be it. So these are the 2 different strategies that you can use. Remember, depending on the enemy waves, which enemies are gonna come out, and well, depending also sometimes on the stage, you're gonna go with one of the 2. And yeah, that's it. So hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya. Bye bye.